What is up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today we're going to dive into another Commander Masters set booster box. I've been waiting to do another one of these openings. We're officially now a couple of weeks past the release date of Commander Masters, and we started to see a stabilization in that particular market. At the release of the set, the singles had plummeted. They were being listed at like fire sale prices. And then we saw a downshift in the pricing of the sealed product, and then followed by, an uptick in the singles prices because they were so low to begin with. And now we've started to finally see some stabilization there. So I'm interested in having a conversation today where we talk about the product, we talk about the pricing, and we kind of take a look at some of the singles and where they are at now. Of course, hopefully we pull some fun stuff along the way. I know the first box I opened of this was absolutely bananas, and I wasn't sure if that was a good benchmark or not. I wasn't sure if that was like, is that a typical box or is that a crazy good box? Turns out I think it was just a crazy good box, so I'm kind of interested to see what this opening brings along with it. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in and let's crack some packs. So as of the filming of this video, when these set boxes came out, they were $400 and they are now currently stabilized at $300. I saw them dip, I think as low as like $275, but it seems like they found their price point at $300. And $400 for a set booster box, obviously unheard of. And I said as much to my patrons through one of my posts to them, is that there's no doubt in my mind that Wizards is trying to figure out what is the absolute most that we can charge for a product before the market finally rejects it. And it feels like they finally found it, right? Because we knew that they missed on Magic 30. The entire Magic community revolted against that product pretty soundly. And this product, though, was met with fairly mixed reviews, where it was like, man, I think I like the cards in there, but I just can't stomach the prices. Sword of the Animist, actually a really good first rare out of the box. That's not bad. We'll take that. Probably like in the $6 to $7 range. Sweet pull. Nahiri after that. I think Nahiri's kind of back to bulkish. We'll throw that down there. Tetsuko after that. And Afenza. A lot of good commons and uncommons. For whatever it's worth in this set, I do think that there is a lot of really good playables, which is what you're hoping for in a Commander set, right? All that glitters, followed by our cool land, and I know people like to see the art card. So $400. Market rejects it. Yep. But at $300, I think it's found a pretty stable price point. And, it's my opinion. I know $300 is still a lot of money. I think the product's good. I think the set is good. There's a lot of really, really good stuff in here. The boxes seem to be pretty consistent. Obviously, you have good and bad boxes. Ooh, Decree of Pain. Nice. That's not like a huge hit, but I like the card. Teysa, also a quality commander, but seen a lot of reprints now, unfortunately. But I think the product is good, and I think the set is good. I just think that it was just too darn expensive for people to really be able to enjoy, and that is unfortunate. Reliquary Tower, very nice. Ooh, beautiful foil retro frame land. Can't be mad about that. And then there's our art card. All right, cool. What am I doing here with my foils? Mixing them all up. All right. But, we've seen now a stabilization, and we've seen the singles start to finally kind of rebound, retract, and retrace. And I think they're mostly stable now. We're, of course, going to see more price fluctuations, and it'll get even more wild as Wilds of a Drain starts to hit the market. Ooh, Arachnogenesis, nice. A card that desperately needed a reprint. It was like, $25, $30, $40 prior to the reprint. And I think it's right at about $7 now. I think of this, and I think that's probably a pretty good price point for this particular card. Evacuation, not the bounce all permanents that we want to see. We'd rather see a Cycryph there. Rankle, Master of Pringles after that. And, all right. I think these set boxes are typically yielding somewhere between 6 and 8 Mythics. It seems like 7 to 8 might be around the average. Nice Elvish Mystic there. Got our land and beautiful borderless soul ring art. Arachnogenesis was a card that was like, there was a lot of scarcity reprints in this set, and sometimes that scares me because that just means the popularity of the card is being derived off the fact that there are no copies, and what happens when you start getting more copies in there. So we have our first list hit, Kemba's Legion. List is not a special place to be in this set, unfortunately. That is kind of the one of the bad parts, is like the list is nothing to write home about. Cryptic Serpent, there are some good stuff on there, but a lot of swing and miss as well. Right, Stonehoof Chieftain, nice. Savine's Reclamation, Sabine's Reclamation. That's a reprint from, I don't know, it's just in Dominar Remastered as well. It's kind of a bummer. Hey, Heliod, nice. So first Mythic out of the box is a Heliod Sun Crown. I want to say Heliod's probably settled in around $9 or $10. It's kind of where I expected that card to be. It was like $16 to $18 before that. Good quality Mythic, obviously. Oh, and double Mythic. What do we have here? Insurrection Borderless. As far as Mythics are concerned, unfortunately, that's about as bad as you can do. It's a decent card. Like, it wreaks havoc, but it's not going to be one of your more valuable Mythics. Borderless Insurrection. Fair enough. Serac after that. Ingester, Elite Scale Guard, Fencing. Yep. Generous Gift at common. Nice. There's a lot of good downshifts and rarity in this set as well. I'm here for it. I think that those are some pretty smart choices. Extra planar lens, toe, art card after that. So we got a double Mythic pack. Unfortunately, one of them is a Borderless Insurrection, which is some relative swing and miss there. And an unfortunate hit out of the Borderless Mythic. All right, token, sure. Hey, whoa, nice. Foil Frostfang. That's not bad at all. This was also a card that really needed a reprint. And as I mentioned, there was a lot of cards in this set that were scarcity reprints. And sometimes that does scare me because, again, it's how playable is it? Hey, there we go. There's a nice rebound Mythic, though. Very nice. We'll take that. I want to say Finale is right around 24. I think around $24. That seems about correct. That is a really good Mythic, so we will take that. Definitely, that's a card that sees a lot of play. This is not just a scarcity. It was only in War of the Spark, I think, before this, but also it just sees a ton of play, so it's held up really, really well. Treasure Nabber after that. Daretti after that. Daretti's not bad. I want to say the Frostfang is probably like a $4 to $5 card as a foil rare. That was a card that had a pretty substantial price tag prior to reprint. What was it, up to like $15-16, something like that. So again, a good example. But a lot of the cards have actually held up really well, in spite of them being scarcity. And you need scarcity reprints too, because the reason that they get so outlandish is because they don't see enough. There isn't enough copies in the market for people to be able to take advantage of. So that doesn't even mean that as a bad thing, right? Deadly Recluse. Right after that is a Fiery Confluence. Got a whole cycle of confluences in this, right? Hey, Mangara. Nice. Mangara's dipped a little bit, but it's still a pretty decent card. I'm not sure it's going to quite make our $3 threshold. It might be right around there. I'll throw it up top, though. That's it's a good solid rare. Yargle after that. Hey, Soul Ring, nice. Obviously, never can get enough copies of Soul Ring. As many commander decks as you can have, you're throwing one in each of those. Another beautiful foil retro frame mountain after that. Throw that over there, and there we go. We are approaching the end of our first column. We are at 3 Mythics already. Heliod, middle of the road. Insurrection, unfortunately, Womp, and Finale. I would definitely count Finale as near tier 1, right? It's definitely top of tier 2, bottom of tier 1 sort of thing. All right, Leonin Arbiter. That's been on the list for a while. That's a quality card, but not going to be a lot of value there, unfortunately. That is rare. Slimefoot is the profile picks. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm not a huge fan of the profile art. I think some of it looks cool. Like, I think Slimefoot looks decent, but overall, it's not my favorite. We'll throw that down there. Oh, Toxic Deluge, though. Hey, this is a card I am always more than willing to look for more copies of. I want to say Deluge is probably around the $7 to $8 mark, so that is pretty sweet. Definitely goes up top here. And another really, really high-end rare after that is Deadly Rollick. I think Rollick is still hanging out around $17 or so. So that is pretty good. That is a tier 1 rare, if I do say so myself. Very nice. So Deluge and Rollick. There's a lot of really, really good playable cards in the set. Lorthos after that, the Tide Maker, the what is that? The Mentos, the Fresh Maker. All right. Sure. After that, we finally hit the uncommons. Okay. All right. And a nice, beautiful Tatiova after that. Very nice. Counterspell after that. Hit our land and hit our Kemba profile art card. All right. Last pack of the first column. Hitting that Rollick and that Deluge in the same pack, that feels good. All right, Spirit Token. Foil common is a Cadaver Imp. Rare is a Star of Extinction, downshifted from Mythic. It's a good quality rare. I like that it's not Mythic anymore. Goldmane after that. All right, and that is going to do it for the first column here. Storm Kiln Artist. That's a nice borderless. And land. And creepy looking art card. And you know what? Decided Slimefoot goes with the foils. There we go. So yeah, looking pretty good after the first column here. Sword of the Animus, Arachnogenesis, Toxic Deluge, Rollick, Finale, Foil Frostfang. Like, undoubtedly a lot of good stuff. I think the most people's issue was simply the price point. And if people are able to pick up singles now because of the reprints cheaper than what they were, and people still enjoy opening the product like I do, I would say overall that's a win. And I hope that there's somewhat of a reality check for Wizards there in terms of like, hey, there is a ceiling on how much you can expect people to stomach from a product. And I kind of hope that we at least found the ceiling. Wayward Swordtooth, that's not a bad reprint. That was a pretty good reprint, pretty good card as well. I want to say, I'm not quite sure on the price on this one. I think it's probably around the $3 range. I might be off on that, but still, a good quality card. Hey, Sunquan, nice. I actually don't have any of these. So that is a card I am more than happy to pull. And I want to say Sunquan's probably like $13 or so. So that is it's a solid mythic. It's not like, not crushing it, but you're not upset about pulling that. Horsemanship, huh? Can't wait to actually have that in some of my decks. All right, Psy Master Thopterus after that. And we're trucking right along here. All right, Commander Sphere as a borderless. We've got a double borderless pack here. Generous gift. I will take those. Land and gold stamped token. What is that? Rejuvenating Springs, I think. Sure. Okay. Not bad at all. Okay, here we go. Beanstalk Giant as the foil uncommon. Mythic is a Mortal Sun. All right, nice. Another, yeah, I would say like mid-tier Mythic, not like crushing it, but also something I am happy to get copies of. Actually, I don't think I have any of these or own any of these myself, so this is my first one of these. And I want to say Mortal Sun's probably like in like the $8 to $10 range. Again, mid-tier Mythic, not bad. Not crushing it, but also still feels pretty good to pull. We will take that. Regal Behemoth after that. Curtain's Call, nice. So we had like a 4 rare mythic pack Secucar. I don't know. I'm definitely saying that wrong. But the rares behind it were kind of not crazy good. All right. Shizo's Caretaker is the profile art after that. But we did get another mythic at it. And that does bring us up to, was that 5 mythics? Yeah, there's 5 mythics. All right. It'd be interesting to see where the value of this box shakes out. And again, there's just so much, subtle value, if you will. There's a lot of $2, $3, $4 cards in here. Courage in Crisis, that is a War of the Spark list hit reprint. Sure. Broken Wings. Hey, Spectator Seating, nice. I want to say the Crowdlands are currently in like the $4 to $5 range. So, it's going to be a decent rare force. We'll throw that up top. I will have noticed that the Crowdlands are actually pretty tough to pull. You're only getting on average like 1 to 2 per box, which is really interesting. Krenko, forever, like around $1 or so. And Hamza after that. Decent stuff. Dread Return, which was downshifted to common. Pretty good. And our art card. Okay. All right, we're about halfway through the box at 5 mythics. Probably falling behind in this middle column. As cool as Sunquan and Immortal Sun are, we haven't really hit any spicy rares, so that's probably where we need to end up picking it up a little bit here. All right, we've got Commander Sphere. Yep. After that, well, there you go. Ask and you shall receive. So this is if you want to pick it up in the rares, this is the best of the bunch. Fierce Guardianship, still holding really, really strong. I think this was $45 pre-reprint. Might have even gotten higher than that. And it's currently still holding at around $30, $35. So that is obviously amongst the rares, the best you can do. And a really, really spectacular pull for us. So that's nice. We'll take that. Minds Aglow after that. Sidisi after that. And some other decent... Ooh, Darksteel Mutation. Good, solid, borderless card. Uncommon. Mountain. And our art card. All right. Fierce Guardianship. That qualifies as a really, really good hit. So we'll take that. And, I kind of think that this box is displaying my point. I don't think this box is crazy good so far. We're halfway home, but I don't think this box is crazy good. But you can see that undoubtedly, like, the set has value. Vault of Champions, nice. Second Crown Land of the box, we'll take that. I don't want to say Vault's probably like $5 to $6, so that's solid. Rare after that is Imp's Mischief, also another really good reprint, desperately needed one. Playable card, and probably around $6 to $7 at that, we'll take that. Stitcher Geralf after that. Danitha, and we move into our other commons and uncommons. All right, Nadier's Nightblade, beautiful foil Forest after that, and we hit our art card there. Okay, not bad. So we've got 3 packs left in this middle column. And, you know, going back to the conversation regarding the actual pricing itself. Ooh, foil rare. Regal Behemoth, not a killer rare, but a good quality rare nonetheless. Not going to be a huge value. Ooh, Heroic Intervention, though. That is a quality card. Intervention's down, but, I mean, it's down in the sense that it was just reprinted, but it always sees play. So, you know, there's that. This is probably like 8 to 10 right now would be my guess. And a Mythic Mikaeus. Okay, all right. Mikaeus is still, again, this is like another one of those mid-tier Mythics. So this box is a lot of like mid-tier Mythics, and the question is going to be, are we getting enough value outside in the rare slot to kind of help supplement the not hitting of top-tier Mythics? I want to say Mikaeus is probably like 8 to 10 bucks right now. Salt, ooh, Lightning Greaves, forever good Lightning Greaves. I know it's an uncommon, but we'll throw it up top because I'm setting that aside for use. Kodama's Reach, very nice. And, you know, again, I'll state, I feel like, or I hope that Wizards has learned a lesson. Doubt it. But that there is, like, you can make the product really good, and people will still reject it if they can't afford it. If it's not able for people to take advantage of, then what's the point, right? Linden, Steadfast Queen, that's from Throne of Eldraine. Very much looking forward to Wilds of Eldraine. It's a list hit right there. A list hit rare. Twisted Abomination. Ogre Slumlord after that. Verdant Confluence after that. Ashling Pilgrim. So we're at 3 rares. 4th rare. Hey, there we go. There's a nice hit. Nice. Borderless Flawless Maneuver. Not bad, not bad. I want to say Borderless Flawless Maneuver is probably in the range of like $8 or so. That'd be my initial thought process, and that is a really, really good card. The commander spells are all really good, right? The free spells, and I love the frame break on it. The art looks really good. I'm happy with that pull. Very nice. I'm gonna throw that up top. Padim after that. Another Arcane Signet, always good. Bastion of Remembrance, also good. Ooh, hey, nice. Borderless Soul Ring. That's actually a hit. I still want to. I think the Borderless Soul Rings are still like $7 or so. So, you know, hey, if we're looking at value, that definitely goes up top. A nice little mountain after that. And there's our crazy looking art card. And I'm going to throw Maneuver right here. I think it's, you know, good mid-tier. All right, last pack of the middle column. But, you know, I can't deny, for me personally, I think the set is quite good. Here we go. Tetsuko, nice foil uncommon. Days Undoing. I think this is sub $3 now. I don't think this is like much of a hit anymore. I think it's still, whatever. I'll throw it up top, but I'm not sure on that. Akiri after that. Kemba after that. And little frantic search action as the borderless. Got our land. Got our art card. All right, here we go. Last column. We are at 6 mythics, so I think we might still be good for 1 to 2 more. We did have Guardianship and Rollick, which really helps, so Kodama's Reach as a borderless foil. That is beautiful. We will take that. That Tempt with Vengeance. Okay, that was a few bucks. I'm not sure if that's still holding up. Azami, Lady of Scrolls. Valduk after that. Thran Dynamo, good quality uncommon. Teamer Battle Rage, very nice. Hey, Fellwar Stone, nice. The borderless foil Fellwar Stones, the non-foils aren't that much, but I think the borderless foils are still holding up their line $4 or $5. So, okay. If there was any other juice left in this box, what I would like to see is I wouldn't mind seeing like a Cyclonic Rift. You know what I haven't pulled that I could use some copies of is a Land Tax. That would be really sweet. Would not be sad about a Deflecting Swat as well. Like I said that. Cartographer's Hawk. Hey, nice. There's a mythic. Okay, cool. So we got another reprint for, was a P3K, right? Capture of Jingzhou. I think that is, I might be saying that correctly. This is, I want to say this is probably like around the $20 range would be my guess. And that definitely qualifies as a good quality mythic. We will take that. Take an extra turn. Taking turns is good, right? All right, Marin after that. That's going to do it for our pack. So that does put us up to 7 Mythics, which has kind of been my... I knew I put that in the wrong pile. Has kind of been my experience. 7 to 8. Borderless Elvish Mystic, Swamp, and a second gold stamped card. Averaging about 2 or 3 of those per box. All right. At $300 per price for the price point, I think that this box has, or excuse me, this set has a good consistency to it now, right? For the set boxes. I personally haven't opened up any of the draft boxes, but I've watched quite a few. And you know, people ask like, do I think that the price difference is worth it? And I know that it pains me to say this, but I found that the set boxes, you know, from what I've observed, which is very casually, are tending to carry the price difference, worth the price difference. Not to say draft boxes are bad. Nice command tower. I think those command towers, the borderless foil versions, are still also holding up at like $5. All right. That should be interesting. You know, we're already on the doorstep of Wilds of Eldraine. Detonate. That's a good uncommon. Dark Steel, or excuse me, Firemine Vessel after that. I don't know where does Dark Steel from. Nesting Dragon. Wake the Dead. Sure. Hannah. Yep. Ooh, Victimize. Ooh, nice. Thrain Dynamo. Always have to get more borderless copies of that as well. Sweet. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about Wilds of Eldraine. You know, as we get closer to that, there's probably going to be a conversation about cards that were reprinted in Wilds of Eldraine that were just in Commander Masters, but I'll save that conversation for another day. I have some thoughts on that. All right, here we go. Legion Vanguard. Personal Tutor. Nice. Personal Tutor, I think, still holding up at around $5 or $6. Could be wrong about that, but I do think that is still a good pull, and I also don't have any copies, so super sweet. Blood Chief Ascension, another card that was really scarcity driven, but it was also just a really good card, and now super affordable at like $3, $4, so good solid pull. Safara after that, good rare, not big value, but still a really good rare. Goreclaw downshifted to uncommon. All right, another All That Glitters. Beautiful foil planes. And our gold stamp card. Oh, it's another, gold stamp card. All right, so we have, looks like 3 packs left. Let's finish this up. See if there's one more hit in this box. We're at 5, 6, 7. I think we are, 5, 6, 7. We're at 7 mythics. Could be another mythic in here. Here we go. Akiri is a foil uncommon. Mythic is a loyal retainer. So we did hit another mythic. It's a loyal retainer. Again, and like another like quality case of like, this is a mid-tier mythic. It's probably like $7 or $8. It is certainly like not blowing the doors off things, but also it doesn't feel bad either. Rare after, there we go though. There's a monstrous hit, Cyclonic Rift. So getting a loyal retainer and a Cyc Rift in the same box feels, in the same pack, feels really good. I think Cyclonic Rift is almost up to 27 again. So the rare is really, really doing work in this box for us. All right, Gisela after that. Tashar after that. Okay. Yeah, and, you know, kind of my first box, just mythics galore. Just absolutely crazy. Hit pretty much all the mythics that you could want or hope for. Maybe only a couple that we didn't, but, you know, this box is now being carried more by the rares. And that's kind of what you have to see happen, right? You got to make it up somewhere. So a lot of mid-tier mythics, but also a lot of top-tier rares. Here we go. 2 packs left. Ingot as our foil. Sublime Exhalation. Well then. All right then. Ulamog says, hold my adult beverage. We're not done yet. So Ulamog, with the Eldrazi deck taking off like it has, being a really strong commander deck, all the Eldrazi, a lot of colorless things are on the uptick. Ulamog is like, I think like $32. So that is a really, really good pull for us as well. That's huge. That is huge. Okay. Very, very nice. And a Faithless Looting after that, followed by our land and our gold stamp card, and we are to the last pack of the box. Looks like we have a list hit. Route. What is Route? Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. All right, a little instant speed Wrath. Interesting. Don't know that I have any of those. That's kind of cool. All right. Bondkin after that. Now a Righteous Confluence. Heavenly Blade Master. Galta. Good old Galta. It's like a dollar or two, I'm sure. Captain Ripley Vance. And good old Ewit. That's very nice. Path to Exile. Counter Spell. And that's going to wrap it up for us. So what did we end up finishing up at Mythic-wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Mythics. So again, a lot of like mid-tier Mythics where it's like, and you're not happy about seeing Insurrection, especially as a borderless treatment. But a lot of $7, $8, $9, $10, right? And then we did hit 3 Mythics that were in the 20+ range, which is really good. We did get some help from the rares, right? Psych Rift, Fierce Guardianship, top tier rares, Rawlik also being really good. And then a lot of like $6, $7, you know, rares. And I think that's a demonstration of this is not a home run box, but I don't feel bad walking away from this box. So we'll see what the math looks like. Stick around. I'll include the pricing and we'll do a summary at the end as I normally do. That is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys found it informational or fun or whatever the case may be. You know, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me, hit the like button for me, and by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.